also, Mike, voting rights. Also on the top of minds for a lot of people. We know that President Biden is expected to meet with Senate Democrats today for the push of 2 voting rights bills, and members of the Congressional Black Caucus are also applying pressure, but we need to see action.
Yeah, let's talk more of that action. So it seems like President Biden is saying all the right things, trying to strike the right tone, but he's got to say it to the right person. And it appears that the Congressional Black Caucus, all the Democrats are trying to get, well, it seems like one senator, I know there are more than one senator right now, one senator to cross over and do the right thing. And of course, a lot of pressure right now on Joe Manchin.
Yes, do the right thing. And with that, today lawmakers are set to consider 2 voting rights bills. Members of the Congressional Black Caucus say that they're tired and they're demanding that the Senate pass the legislation. BNC correspondent Rarione Maniece has the details.
Standing up for something that we have a long history of fighting for, debating, and yes, winning, and that is voting rights.
Members of the Congressional Black Caucus are turning up the pressure on Republican holdouts to pass the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act.
The time to act is now. Nothing is more fundamental to our democracy than the sacred right to vote. The time to talk is over.
Black lawmakers say they're prepared to use their power to call on the Senate to protect the freedom to vote. This all comes as President Biden is fully endorsing overhauling the filibuster to get voting legislation passed.
I believe that the threat to our democracy is so grave that we must find a way to pass these voting rights bills. Debate them, vote, let the majority prevail.
For months, Republicans have used the filibuster to block debate on both bills, as GOP senators have remained united in their opposition to federal election laws.
The smallest majority we've ever seen in our politics is trying to change the rules for how people get elected in every single state.
Meanwhile, Republicans aren't the only lawmakers holding up action on expanding access to the ballot box. Despite the impassioned speech from the president, not all Democratic senators are on board with getting rid of the Senate rule. The most notable, Senator Manchin, a supporter of the Freedom to Vote Act.
Agreed to support Senator Joe Manchin's bill. So that's what this bill is. And we are finding some real issues trying to figure out why is it that when we decided to support his bill, he seems to be supporting a filibuster of his own bill.
In Washington, I'm Rarione Maniece for Start Your Day.
That is a really good question coming from Congressman Clyburn right there. Of course, President Biden expected to meet with Senate Democrats on Capitol Hill to discuss changing the rules in this filibuster.